Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Building Tutorials. And today I am going to be working on building the fair once again. Last episode I built this brand new Ferris wheel here, which I think looks really nice. Now off camera I did do a few things. I extended the fence out a little bit, so I've got some more space to build. I also added in more frog lights on the ground here, so that way at nighttime the whole path is lit up, and it makes it look a lot better. So today, what I'm going to be working on is building some games for the fair, because right now I've got some rides. I've got a roller coaster and this Ferris wheel that I built last episode, but I want to build some games that you can play. One of the ideas was some sort of like hit the target game where you have a bow and you have to try and hit a target. Another one I could do is a game where you have to like throw an item into like different slots to get points. So I'm going to do that, and then maybe some other games as well. But the first thing I need to do is figure out what I'm going to build these out of. And I think the best thing to do is to use wool. I think it's going to be cool. It's kind of like a tent. They're going to have like wool tents. So I'm going to grab a bunch of different colors to build these out of. I'm not sure how many I'm going to make, so I'm just going to grab 4 different colors to start with. Alright, so now that I've got my colors here, I can now build the different tents. Now I'm going to build them kind of like the shops I did over there. Now these I think were 5x8. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. I think should be a good size for these. So this is 5 blocks here, and then I'm going to go 8 blocks. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 blocks there, and then I'm just going to connect this up like that. And now I've got this nice little tent. Now I am going to build the walls up. They're going to go 3 blocks high. And then I want to bring the block in like this so that it ends up coming to a point. So it looks like a little tent. So that is going to be the front of the tent. I'm going to get rid of this front bit here. And I'm actually going to move it back here. So you can stand here, and then we'll have like targets. Actually, I might make the target one red. I think that would be cool. So I'm going to put 3 blocks of space in between these. I'm going to build the red one right here. Okay, so I've just finished building the other tents here. So I've got the blue, the red, the magenta, and the light blue tents all put in here. I think they look really nice. Now, they're not the biggest building, but they're not supposed to be big. It's supposed to be really simple mini games that you can play and hopefully win some prizes. I should probably put like a prize board up, like maybe in the middle here. If I just grab some wood, I'll grab like oak wood here. I can put like a little board up, and I'll put like prizes on it. So whenever you get like a certain amount of points, you can pick from the different prizes. And the more points you get, the better the prizes. So there's the prize boards. Now I do want to build a floor for in here, because right now it's just grass. I'm going to go ahead and put, I think most of the other buildings I've been doing stone. Yeah, I've got smooth stone in there. These ones over here I think are also stone. Yeah, that's cobblestone in there. So I think I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to go ahead and use some smooth stone for these. So I'm going to go ahead and break away all the dirt, replace it with smooth stone. And that way it's got a better floor than just dirt. Alright, so I've just put in the stone here. Now that I've got floors for each one of the tents, I can go and start building the different mini games. So the first one I'm going to do here is going to be, I don't really know what to call it. It's kind of like ring toss, where you have like a bunch of bottles and you have to like throw the ring on the bottle. It's kind of like that, but we don't have rings. I guess I could build with like stained glass. Oh, it's not gonna work. Oh, but it would if I had no blocks in between here. I could have like these poles, and you have to like try and hit a block on top of it. I don't even know if it's possible. That's the thing about these games. They're meant to be difficult, but they are possible if you get, like, the right angle. Alright, so I've been trying to get the blocks on top of the glass. It doesn't seem to be working. So I'm going to do my original idea, which was to grab some slabs and make a bunch of different holes. So if I grab... I could do smooth stone, but I feel like that would blend in too much. So I want to do something that's obvious. I'll just do, like, oak wood. I'm going to grab some oak wood slabs like this and just kind of scatter these around, make some holes. And each hole is going to be worth points. So instead of putting the stone down here, I think I'm going to do tiers of colors. So we'll have the best one that you can get is going to be diamonds. We'll have, like, iron as, like, the worst points you can get. Gold will be in the middle. So we'll have gold in the middle. And then maybe I could do lapis as, like, a tier above iron. So I'll have iron here. Lapis is going to be, like, only one block. You've got gold over here. I kind of want diamond to be just, like, one block. So maybe I'll do, like, diamond in the middle, and then if you get all the way in the back, I'll put, like, 2 emerald spots. But the emeralds are going to be, like, less than diamond. So we'll do that. Oh, you can't actually see them. Oh, that's annoying. I was hoping you could actually see them from standing in the back, but I guess not. So you know what? Instead of putting the slabs on top, I'm going to put them in the ground. So that way you can at least see where you're trying to aim for. So now that I've got that, I need to see if this is even possible. Okay, so I've changed it up a little bit here. So what I've done is I've put ice underneath the slab. So when you throw a block, it at least slides. So that'll make it a little bit more possible to get the blocks in the back. So if you throw something there, you can get the diamond one. But to be able to see all the different tiers, you have to stand up here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a stair. Alright, so I'm going to go and put some andesite stairs down like this. That way you can walk up, and then here's where you can throw your blocks. Now, I need an actual block that you can throw. So I'm thinking about grabbing probably like a slime ball is going to be what you throw. Alright, so I've got these slime balls here, which is going to be the item that I'm going to use for this. So you can go and throw your slime balls and try and get some points. I don't even know if you can even get in the emerald one. Oh, yeah, you can. You can get in the emerald one. So it should be possible to get every single tier. You can get iron, lapis, gold, diamond, and then if you're really lucky, somehow get emerald. Oh, there we go. I got emerald. So that's how this game is going to be played. Now, I do want to put a chest down somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I want to get a chest that I can store the slime balls in. So I'm just going to grab a regular chest here. Put this down. I could put it here, but then you can't open it. So I might just put it outside the tent here. So I'll just put some slime balls in there. And then you just grab those and you can throw them and hopefully score some points. This one over here, I'm going to go and put the chest down for this one. This is going to be the target game. Now, we do actually have a target block for this. So, let me see if I can find it. I think it's down here in the redstone section. Yeah, it's the very last item is the target block. Now, the way the target block works, it's actually really cool. If I get a bow and arrow, I can test this out. So, I'm just going to grab a regular bow and get some regular arrows here. And if I put a target block down, depending on where you hit the target, it emits a different amount of redstone signal. So right now you can't really see that it's emitting a redstone signal, but if I add some redstone behind here, you'll see the difference. So I'll go ahead and grab some redstone dust. And I also want to get a light. So if I grab one of these redstone lamps, I can use this to indicate if you've hit the target. Now, there's not a lot of space here. There's only space for so many targets. And I also can't have the redstone mix, which is going to be difficult. There might be a problem with the redstone mixing. So I think what I'm going to do to make this easier is just put one target in the middle. So I'll have one in the middle here. And depending on where you hit it and how much redstone signal it emits, you get a certain amount of points. Okay, so I've set up a little contraption here to measure the amount of redstone. Each of these yellow blocks is 5. So this is 5, that's 10, and then that's 15 over there. So there's 15 blocks of redstone. If I shoot just kind of like the worst possible spot on the target, which is like the top, that actually does a lot. Okay, it does, so that's 5, 6, 7. So there's about 7 blocks of redstone signal. So if I hit somewhere like closer to the center, okay, that goes further. That's more like 11, I think. Wait, that's actually all the way up to 15. This actually has a lot of redstone power. I didn't know this had so much power on it. There we go. That was, I think, 14. And that was, like, really close to the middle. So, I'm not really sure how I'm going to measure this. Because it's got so much redstone signal, I think what I'm going to do is, if you get a bullseye, like, right in the middle, that looks like it's about 14, maybe 15. Alright, so at the moment here, it looks like 14 is the max that you can get. Because I'm right now hitting, I think, a bullseye each time, and I'm getting about 14. So, at 14, if it makes it this far, I should be able to put a repeater, send the signal back, and light up a redstone lamp. So, let's go and put a repeater here, and then take the redstone signal from this repeater. I think I'm going to do it above. So it'll activate this block. I can put redstone in there. And then if I put blocks building off of here, I can send this signal straight back over here to where I can put the light probably in the top, like right here. I think should work. So I'll go ahead and put a repeater here, put some redstone, and now if I go to the front, if you hit a bullseye, it should light up the lamp. There we go. Did I put a delay on those repeaters? Let me check. I don't think I put a delay. Yeah, they're not delayed, so it should be semi-immediate. There is a slight delay with repeaters, even if you don't put any ticks of delay on. So, oh yeah, that's pretty instant. So if you hit a bullseye, it lights up. And if you hit anywhere else on the target, it doesn't actually light up the light. Now for the next tent over here, I've got another idea for a game that you have to try and complete, which is kind of difficult to create. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I want to build like kind of like a tightrope that you have to cross. I'm going to use glass, but I don't really know how to make this challenging, because in Minecraft, it's really easy to just walk across anything. There's no, like, balancing mechanics to where you could, like, fall off unless you purposely fall off. Like, it's really easy to walk across this. So I think a way to make this harder is to put pistons that just kind of randomly extend to try and knock you off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some just regular pistons. I'm going to grab some redstone so I can make a clock. And I'm just going to have these pistons randomly try and push you off. So you have to try and walk across here and not get knocked off by the pistons. So now that I know where all of the different pistons are at, I'm going to go and create a redstone clock that will activate these. And now trying to cross this. Oh, it's actually not that challenging still. The whole point of this was to make this difficult. Okay, that's kind of difficult. It needs to be faster. Let me speed this up a little bit. If I just make some of these repeaters a little bit faster. Like, maybe I don't need this big of a clock. That could be another thing as well. So I've sped up the repeaters. At least on one side. Let me go do it over here as well. I don't want to make it so it's like impossible. But I want to make it so it's really challenging to try and get across. So you got to go now. Okay, it's still fairly easy if you get the timing down. But if you don't get the timing down, it definitely will knock you off. Which I should probably put underneath here. Oops, I did not want to break that. I want to put like a little pit so that once you fall down, you have to make your way back to start, which is going to be over here. So let me just clear out some space underneath here. Okay, so I've set this up to where I've got the little pit down here where you fall if you get knocked off. And I actually extended the tent here so that there's like a little room here. And then you can make your way back across. Which I've realized this is still not that challenging. Like, it's definitely hard if you don't get the timing right. But it's still pretty easy to get across. But this isn't really meant for me. This is meant for the villagers. So let's see how difficult it is for a villager. If I grab a villager here, put him on this side of the room, can he make his way across? No, he can't actually make his way across. Let's see if I can get one of these guys to make it. Here we go. What is he doing? What? This guy cheated. Okay, you're disqualified. I need to make a roof, apparently. Because apparently the villagers are too smart for this. Alright, let's try this guy. Here we go. Okay, he made it. He was actually able to make it. How many villagers can make it across? It's like the same villagers last time. Oh. Really? He also cheated. You're also disqualified. I don't know if there's a way. I guess I could build this completely out of glass. That's one way I could solve that problem. Let's grab some just regular glass panes here. Fill this in. I might even change the color. I don't know why I used yellow. I think it was just like the first color I could find. I'm going to change this. Probably not to magenta. Which is the color that I use for the tent. But I kind of want to do red. I feel like red would stand out really good. So you have to climb across the red tightrope here. Get to the other side. And then you got to make your way back. Let's try this farmer. Okay, he was able to make it, just barely. Let me just, like, put a bunch of villagers in this room. And then release them. And see what happens. Okay, so I've just put a bunch of villagers in the back room here. I'm going to go ahead and break this and see what happens. They're either all going to make their way across here, or they're just going to explode out of the room and all fall down into the pit, and none of them make it. If any of the villagers make it, they get to win one of the prizes, which I got to get a prize wall set up here. Let me get, just temporarily, some prize for them to win. Alright, so let's see how this goes. I'm going to go ahead and release them. Oh, there goes one. Okay, this guy made it. There's your emeralds. Oh, wow. A bunch of them are making it. Okay, you all get your emeralds. There you go. A lot of them are falling. This guy made it. There's an emerald block for you. This guy made it. Emerald block for you. Oh, great. These guys are all trying to grab their emeralds. You can get one. Anyone else want an emerald? Oh, great. The baby villagers fell down. There's two guys left. I think they're fighting over who gets out. Let's see. Who's going to win the fight? This farmer is very aggressive here. Let's see. I think the green villager wants to get out. There we go. Can he make it? Oh, he was so close. And then the farmer just ran right behind him. You know what? For effort, there's an emerald block for you. So that's going to be pretty much it for today. Next episode, I'm going to work on building the last tent here. And I also want to set up the prize wall so that there's actually some prizes that you can win for here. But that's going to be it for today. So I'm going to go and end the episode here. So make sure to leave a like and to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.